This is WGRG 100.5 FM, where we meet the absolute minimum FCC broadcasting standards. It's time to hang on and brace yourself for a community radio program that's frankly indescribable. Let's talk Geneseo. Two guys with nothing better to do on a Friday morning but to talk about our community. Geneseo City Administrator Brandon Meglin and City Alderman Keith Kennett. And yeah, nobody, and I mean nobody, puts the blah in blah, blah, blah like these guys do.
And good morning. You're listening to WGRG 100.5 FM in Geneseo. Let's talk Geneseo for this Friday morning, May 22nd, last day of school here in the Geneseo School District, Brandon. Not that that affects us too much, but last day of school is kind of exciting for everyone, whether you're a student or not.
Yeah, some parents might be dreading it, but
I guess I didn't think of it from that angle, but you are correct. That may be the case. How she was a guest on our show before. Your niece came in the one time.
Oh, Brooklyn, yeah.
Yeah. When is her school also wrapping up? Do you know? Or
I believe so, but
right.
I guess I don't know the exact dates of the Orion district. Yeah.
Thought maybe she could come in and fill in over the summer for us
We
if she
could
wanted
definitely
to.
have her back. She had a great time. Yeah. Talking with Kippy Vreeden and Kelly Wolf about their future plans. And
Correct. Maybe the three of them could start a program or something. But
yeah, they could.
That was interesting. But anyway, we digress. But I'm Keith Kennett. Of course, Brandon Meglin, my co-host, as always, on the other side of our L-shaped table here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, and a familiar voice and guest this morning as well. And we'll get right to it. And Brandon, we'll let you start things off.
Yeah, we welcome back to the program Linda Vanderleest with the Henry County Humane Society. They haven't changed the name to the Geneseo Humane Society yet.
No, that would take a little bit more process maybe than we want to deal with right now.
A lot of rebranding and extra money to make new signs
Put
and everything
new signs
that you
and-
don't have, right?
Yeah, exactly. I would rather spend that money on our animals, and and so it's about priorities, and we do our best to keep our name out there. But at the end of the day, it's about taking care of our animals, and we're sitting in a situation where we don't ever lack for adoptable animals. That's for sure. When you're looking for a dog or a cat.
Mm-hmm. How are things going overall at the facility here in Geneseo? Are you at capacity right now? Or
Yes, we are at capacity. We just in one evening, we had a mother cat that was hit on the road and left behind, I don't know if it's 5 or 6 kittens. So they all arrived, and we have double digits in foster, and so we have several more out at the shelter. We were just talking last night. We got a couple rooms. It's kind of a sad state of affairs that came to the shelter as kittens, and they're still there, and that's all they've ever known is shelter life. And we're hoping that maybe somebody out there will have a soft spot in their heart and maybe come out sometime and look at those kittens that are now growing into cats, entering their first and closing on their second birthdays, and the only home they've known is a shelter. So that's probably one of the cries that we have, because we have multiple kittens that here in a couple of weeks are going to be arriving. They're in foster right now just because they need more individualized attention in a home. And so we would like to be able to have the space, but yet at the same time, our heart just goes out for those that have only known shelter life, to be able to find a forever home.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So let's talk a little bit about, you guys have an event coming up called Tails and Ales Trail on June the 6th, and this is a way that people can help support the things that you're talking about and the efforts of the shelter and the financial needs, everything it takes to take care of the dogs and cats there. So why don't you walk us through it? I mean, we were talking pre-program about this is coming up next weekend, right?
June 6th.
Right around the corner. And
goes in a hurry, doesn't it?
Yeah, getting the word out there and getting people to sign up for the event. But you want to kind of walk us through exactly what this means?
Sure. When we looked at a community project, the shift became really on a county level also. So we've partnered with the Humane Society in Kewaunee because mutually we both have the same need. That's for donations or fundraising activities that can help support our animals. And so we looked at a broader range of opportunities and then tried to simplify it in giving every person an opportunity to participate, because all you need to do is have a motorized vehicle. And so even if the weather's not good that day, you still can participate. And for $20, which is your entry fee, you can support the shelters. We'll start at 10:30 with registration at Weebler's Harley Davidson in Kewaunee. And at 11:30 we'll depart. We're heading over to Mix in Anawan. So we're going to support that local business. From there we're going to Bushy's Pub Stop in Provincetown. From there we'll go over to Swanee's in Kelowna. And then we will wrap things up here at Ray Lynn's in Geneseo. And so each one of those stops, we are giving participants an opportunity to be in a, what would you say, a free prize giveaway of cash. And that's going to be based on our participants. And at each site, you get a stamp, you get a card when you register. So you collect the 5 stamps for the 5 spots. You just go into a free drawing for a cash prize. And that's going to be based on the number of participants.
So is this a run that is you go on your own time, or is it a coordinated route where everybody kind of rides or drives together in a line?
So we've given windows of an hour to be at each of the places. And so with a start time of, like I said, 11:30 to depart, we'll be at Mix in Anawan from 11:45 to 12:45. Then they need about 25 minutes to get into P-Town to get to Bushy's. And they'll be there from approximately 1:10 to 2:10. And then they'll need, give or take 40 minutes to get over to Swanee's. And they'll be there from 2:50 to 3:50. And then need about 20 minutes then to get into town and get into Ray Lynn's. And we're hoping everybody's arriving by around 4:10. So then we'll have a drawing for the participants at 5:30, and at 5 o'clock, then we're going to start a cornhole bags tournament up in the pavilion.
Okay. Yeah, so it really is more of a run where you could you can map it out yourself and not have to worry about driving with a group down the whole time. A little bit safer that way too, probably, right?
Yep, absolutely. We'll hope to, Mix will open at 11. And if we have some people that are, chomping at the bit to take off, we'll let them go as long as they're there, not there before Mix opens up. And then everybody else knows we've had great contacts with each of the representatives at each of the stops. And so they kind of know the timeline and that people have an hour flexibility to spend at the spot. So you want to go in late to Bushy's and go in early to Swanee's, you have those options. And if you want to catch some other sites on the way, you can do that too. Support other local businesses that are in Henry County. I think Bushy's just on the edge. And so we were looking for an event that everybody could participate in. You didn't have to worry about what to wear. You didn't have to worry about, staying on a strict schedule. We're given a little bit of flexibility with that, and just the willingness of people to participate in and just enjoy a day traveling throughout Henry County.
Yeah, so it's a great opportunity for motorcycle riders or some of the folks from some of the classic car clubs, or you don't have to have either one of those. So you could just have a, little Prius and participate too, right?
And I look at just the car show that we have downtown, and even if we could get, how many cars do we have at Planes, Trains, and Automobiles? Even if we could
Hundreds.
get, even if we could get 25% participation out of that group, I know they exist around here, And so we're hoping that WGRG will give us a voice into the community to get some people to sign up, to get some excitement for the program.
So what happens, you said the ending point is here in Geneseo, kind of in front of the Ray Lenz area, Central Bank Pavilion. So there'll be a bags tournament, and that's going on at the pavilion? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yep.
And then, so the roadway will be closed down out
Yep.
there in front of Ray Lenz so
Right.
people can park in that area around there. And then, is there anything else going on?
We are hoping, we're still looking to secure a band, and at 7 o'clock we'd like to have some entertainment uptown. But if you know of anybody out there that would be willing to volunteer to play, even if we wanted to have an open mic time, get in touch. Just send an email to info@Henry County Humane Society, and you can find that link on our website if you are interested in doing that.
Great. You can just turn it into a karaoke party. You know?
Well, we could do that too. So, yeah, I had talked to somebody that ran like a radio broadcast, podcast is what it is, and does it through the radio, but I haven't heard back from them. So we're looking for different options for people to participate, be a part of it, and just stay downtown, and invest in those businesses that are around there. And, it's just nice. You look at Lehman's, you look at the corner. Those businesses have been a part of Geneseo for a long time, and this is a way that we felt that it would give them an opportunity to, have people. You've got Sammy's Place, La Roma's, different options for people. So if you arrive in town, you come to the bags, you got a place to go and eat. Go to Raylan's, whatever you want to do. Some options, and support local business and support your local community.
Yeah. Yeah, should be a fun day, way to get outside and support some great, not just Geneseo, but other businesses around the county, and support the Humane Society.
Yep.
So.
And you don't have to be highly skilled to play in the bags tournament, because it's going to be a blind draw. Okay, so you might get with somebody who can never hit the board. You might also get partnered up with somebody that's pretty skilled. So we wanted everybody to feel like they could participate. And even if you don't sign up in advance, you can sign up the day of. And so it gives you a chance to maybe meet somebody new, maybe do something different you haven't done before. And cornhole seems to be pretty popular. And so we hope people just come out for fun. It's not for competition. It's not for big prize money. It's done to support our animals and, and to help with the sustainability of the shelter.
Yeah.
And I take it that if you just aren't able to participate in this event, the shelter would still be willing to accept any donations just in general?
Absolutely.
From the public. And I know you touched on it a little bit earlier,
Yep.
Linda, but maybe other ways that, whether it's a monetary donation or donation of time, but how can you... how can just somebody that has an interest help you guys out beyond this?
Beyond a monetary donation, I think we have close to 20 kittens either in foster or at the shelter right now. And so eventually they'll be coming in, and the need that they would have would be for kitten chow. So if you need something specific that way, that would really help us. We can use basic supplies. We had a group from the high school that comes out and helps us on Mondays. And they volunteer at the shelter, and I went looking for window cleaner, and we had no window cleaner. So there's those simple basic necessities that can help us too. And, there's never any, we're pretty well supplied on sheets, because we ask for sheets when it comes to kittens, because sometimes it's easier to throw a sheet down and throw the sheet away. Because it can be kind of messy between feeding kittens and litter boxes and everything else. And so, but we have lots of towels. This community has been very generous with stocking our laundry room. And so now if we can just get our wash machine working, get our HVAC working too, so we have a few internal things that, it just is... So, yeah, when your air conditioning is struggling and it's 80 degrees out, it's not very comfortable in the building. And so, yeah, we our primary wash machine's been down, and so our backup is struggling right now. So yeah, so we got some other things going on. So if you'd want to donate toward a new wash machine, donate toward maintenance things, the HVAC, there's always a need. If you don't feel like you want to help an animal, you can definitely help the shelter.
Yeah.
Shout out to Village Home Stores.
Yeah, exactly.
Gonna say, if you're an appliance dealer or a
Yeah.
HVAC contractor
Yeah.
and maybe you want to donate or help out, I'm sure you guys would
Yep.
give them a big hug.
Village is working on it for us, so they're hoping that we can have an answer soon about our washing machine. So Village has been very supportive of us, either with raffle basket, and that's another thing too I failed to remember, is during the bags tournament this is again a very generous community, and the businesses have really embraced us and have provided gift baskets for the cornhole tournament, and so there are going to be a multitude of raffle baskets that will be available for ticket sales, and that will be over by the bags tournament. So
Nice. So tell us again, how can you sign up for the bags and the ride both on the society's website,
Right.
or do you need to go somewhere
all
else?
the QR codes are there,
Okay.
and it's very simple to download the QR code and register. And so that is universal between the two shelters, and so we'll then, distribute the money to the shelters after everybody's registered. But the cornhole is through what's called Scoreholio, and that Les Amble, a community member, is the one that's running that for us. And so that is also available on that app if you just wanted to go and look for tournament.
Okay.
All right.
Well, any other updates you'd like to
Well,
share with us?
if you want to play pickleball, we'll be also hosting a tournament on the 27th. If you want to come to our ice cream social, we'll be doing that June 16 up in the park, and Maple City Band will be playing, so the entertainment will be great. So we're excited about those fundraisers this month, and then we'll continue to evolve into other things later in the summer and into the fall. So, but I'm grateful for this time and grateful for any recommendations or any help or any ideas that anybody has out there. So all open to welcoming those recommendations. Just go to the Henry County Humane Society Geneseo. Go to our website. You will find everything you need there, from filling out a volunteer application. That's another thing. If you want to volunteer, we could really use some help on June 6th. And even if it was just a simple crew that would help us put the cornhole boards down and then take and put them away afterwards. So we just need simple lift help like that. We can always use volunteers at the events. We can always use volunteers at the shelter. And we do have a great group, but, to pick up a few more is going to help us.
Well, appreciate you being here. It's an essential partnership with the city and the police department, what you guys do, and hopefully we can continue to support and promote. We need people to come out. I think a lot of people, like you said, a call for volunteers. A lot of people see the things you do and they look like things are going well and well-executed events or things, but it takes a lot of people, right, to pull it off. And
it really does.
There's always a need for more people to step up and help out.
Yep. Any way you can support the shelter, whether it's on June 6th or June 16 or June 27, or if you can't hit those events, we are grateful for anything that we can get from the community for help.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Linda, for being here with us today.
Yeah, absolutely. I appreciate
We'll
the
see
time.
you on the 6th.
Sounds
I'll
good.
see you before that, I'm sure.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah, and maybe other times, because June's a busy month with the Humane Society, with your other activities too. So hopefully they all go well. And donations, volunteer time, help out, because again, a tremendous service provided to our community. That there's, just roughly dogs and cats. How many are you caring for right about now?
We are full with 10 dogs, and we are over 60 for either kittens or cats. And when the design of the shelter was kind of put together, that was kind of the target number they had. And so we're not, if you have a kitten, let me just tell you a quick story. We had a little kitten that was brought in by somebody, and a little black cat, and they are, some think they're superstitious, things like that. So this little girl came in and her hip was fractured, and she was in pretty rough shape. And we took her to the doctor, to the vet, fearful of possibly euthanasia. But we got her to the vet, and the vet started to interact with her, and her personality is just abundant. And so I just call her the purr machine, because the minute you walk into her room now, I mean, this is a kitten that's had a pin put in its hip and probably 6 weeks old, and is just generous with its affection. Starts purring the minute you walk in, wants to be petted, and that's just a story of the resilience of our animals, and that the care that we go to extremes in cooperation with our vets to provide them a second chance at life. And she is going to be just a super kitten. She's going to be a super cat because of her personality. And that came through when a decision was made about, do we spend the money on surgery? Because we know it's not only a surgery to put a pin in, it's a surgery to take the pin out. And so that type of investment is what I want the community to know, that they can be confident that we're doing for our animals.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you, Linda.
Yep. Thank you
Appreciate
very much.
it.
Yep.
Thank you very much.
Support the Humane Society,
Yep.
the Henry County Humane Society, but it is here in Geneseo.
Yep, out on Ruse Road. If
Right.
you've never been out there, you can take a drive. And also one other thing too, if you wanted to make a monetary donation, the shelter's open every day from 4 to 6. So you can walk in there and see a shelter representative, whether it's a shelter manager, whether it's a board member, something like that. But there's also the dog park. And outside the door, if you ever want to bring a donation but you can't come between 4 and 6, there is a lock box outside of the shelter door where you can put monetary donations. So you can save a stamp, you can go out and see the area, take your dog to the dog park and drop off a monetary donation. That option is always there too. And then there is always a bin outside. If you pick up a bag of kitten chow and you want to throw it in our donation box, those things are available out the site. So
Just put it in the bin so the raccoons don't eat it, right?
yes, please put it in the bin, because they do. We chase the raccoons away every day, so it's just yeah. So
All good.
thank you very much.
Yeah.
Appreciate it, gentlemen.
Absolutely.
Okay, Linda.
Absolutely. Feel free to hang out with us here for the last
Okay.
few minutes if you'd
Cool.
like.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Keith, things coming up. We have Memorial Day on Monday coming up. Of course, the ceremony in the Geneseo City Park at the band shell, tradition unlike any other city,
Yes.
I think. What the VFW and the VFW Auxiliary here in Geneseo puts on is a very special program. I know you'll be out there broadcasting it live on Channel 50, right?
Starts at 10. I think maybe the music starts before that a little bit.
9:15 band starts.
Middle school band, always great to see the students out performing for that. But yeah, like Brandon just said, it's a pretty special event. Hopefully the weather cooperates, but take a moment not only to recognize the sacrifice so many have made in military service to our country, but it's also a good time to see the Isle of Flags flying and track down maybe that relative or friend or somebody and find their flag. It's just a cool, like you say, a very cool and special event. And yeah, and I'm sure there's other towns that do, have their Memorial Day observances, but I think ours is pretty special.
Yeah, with the Isle of Flags in Geneseo, it makes it a very unique event. You're not going to find many communities across the country that do something like the Isle of Flags does to represent veterans of the past, and with the full-size flags
Yes.
lining the whole facility out there. It's just pretty amazing to see.
And speaking of Isle of Flags, I'm sure they're also happy to have any volunteers when they do the setup for that and the takedown as well. I think sometimes even on the takedown side, they could use a little bit more extra assistance, but it's a fun thing to do, even helping out with that. And don't feel you need any experience. There'll be somebody there to show you what to do, and after you do a few flags, you figure it out pretty quick. And
Yeah.
it's just a wonderful observance and a great community event. So that will be on Monday. Of course, tomorrow or Sunday, graduation here at Geneseo High School. The ceremony will take place at 3 o'clock on the football field. Unless it's inclement weather, then it'll be in the gym. And then the senior class parade will be taking place
yeah.
at 1 o'clock as it weaves through town. That started, of course, during the COVID lockdowns and stuff, and has continued on and become kind of its own cool thing also.
Tuesday is a committee of the whole meeting of the council. That'll be at 6 p.m. for those who want to come out and participate in your local municipal government.
There you go. And of those three things, Memorial Day in the park, graduation, and a cow meeting.
Yeah. Got to squeeze in the cow.
There you go. But yeah, but yeah, we that's coming up. And again, we were just talking about that. Those are that, and city council meetings are also streamed live. So if you're not able to participate, you can check it out that way, and we get some pretty good numbers for that. So that's good too.
Yeah.
We want to try to be as open and as possible with what's proceeding with your city.
Yep. Check them out, and if you can't watch them live, they're recorded, and you got the full history. So go back and watch for yourself. Don't take Johnny's word down the street of what happened at the council meeting. Go and check it out.
Yeah, and that actually does happen somewhat frequently. That
Yeah.
I've even had people comment that have said, "Hey, actually, I'm glad you guys had that because I learned quite a bit and learned that maybe what I heard wasn't quite right."
Yep. Very common to hear that. We also have the Geneseo Chamber of Commerce is hosting the first ever wine walk. That's next Saturday, May 30th, downtown Geneseo. They've sold a lot. I think 405 tickets to that event. It is a ticketed event. Point of clarification there, for the chamber, the tickets are for those wanting to participate in wine tastings, right? There's 9 different stops through the downtown where that's going to be going on. But the downtown is open to the public, right? And the stores are still open to the public. I know.
Okay.
I've heard that question. A number of people have got that question.
Good question.
Can I go if I don't have a ticket? And ticket sales are closed. You can't buy on site. They have to. All the liquor license holders have to pre-order the correct amount of wine, so that tickets are closed for sales. But you can still participate. You can, of course, still go to bars if you want to still get a drink and walk around and be, part of the hype and the crowd and visit the retailers. You can still do so. You just won't have a ticket to do the samplings, right?
Got it. And maybe real quick, it's the first time for it, but maybe a quick review on just kind of what exactly it is, even though you've touched on it, but as best you can. Not put you on the spot. But
Yeah, it's so there are, and I don't have the list in front of me from the chamber, but I believe there are 9 participating liquor license holders in Geneseo. So to be part of this and to do it the right way in the state of Illinois, it has to be a restaurant or a bar, essentially, that holds a current liquor license in the city of Geneseo with the city, right, and the state. So those facilities will be set up inside of retailers or stores downtown on State Street, and they will be doing serving wine samples. They'll have different types of wine at the different places around the downtown, the 9 different locations you can stop at. Those who have bought a ticket, the chamber will have a check-in point set up where you come, you show them on your phone that you have a mobile ticket. You'll be ID'd and wristband as being 21 or over and a participant of the event. You'll get some form of punch card, which also regulates that you can't go to the same stop 20 different times for samples. It's one pour at each location, so that's all worked out for being regulated. And then people are just encouraged to meander around through the retailers and the different stops. There's, they have, I think, three or so different snack stops along the route as well. Some participants or businesses that are hosting just snacks and things to eat outside of being able to just stop into a restaurant. So it's, again, a way to get people into Geneseo to support the downtown retailers. That is the whole goal here, and to have a good time. And hopefully it's nice weather. And of course, State Street will be closed down. There'll be tables set up in the street for people to just spend the afternoon in downtown Geneseo. And then there will be a band playing at the Central Bank Pavilion to wrap up the end of the evening as well.
Yeah. Awesome. Sounds
Was
like
that a
fun.
good description? I don't know
Brandon,
if I hit
I'm
on
impressed.
everything, but
He pulled that off
that's
from
all I
memory.
know. That's all I know.
From memory. Very good. All right. Well, what else? Any other great
I think
city
those are
things?
the big things coming up over the next couple weeks. We don't have a show planned for next Friday, but I guess we'll talk about that.
Might have something in the future. This might be the last show. There might be something coming up, and to be determined.
Yeah, before we go on the summer break, in alignment with the school district schedule like usual, but we'll keep everybody posted through the city website and social media on upcoming show dates.
There you go. And some of that, too, you may notice for our loyal WGRG listeners and stuff, but fairly soon we'll be doing some needed repairs and upgrades and stuff here at the station. So you may notice at early June or what have you that we're off the air for a little while and stuff. So some planned maintenance and upgrades. So we kind of do that all during summer break. So this rat's nest of wiring and what have you that has been strewn together through the busy time here at the station, we can get that all cleaned up and squared away and what have you. So that'll be going on as well. And so I guess that's about the parade route for the high school parade, I believe, is online. So if you do a diligent search on the internet somewhere, I'm sure you can find that parade route. But also on the Father's Day parade, not to get ahead of ourselves and what have you, certainly with the State Street construction, it'll be similar to last year. There'll be a slight amount of rerouting and stuff to accommodate that as well. But that's a few weeks away still.
Yeah, I think the main thing there is a detour at Park Street, and I believe it'll go down Russell again, North Russell, up to the high school. So
stop by Brandon's house on the route. He'll be out there serving probably hot dogs and things like that. So make sure you stop by and say hi.
On the next program, I'm going to announce Keith's address.
Right. Come by my house for dessert. It's all good. It's a win-win-win. But all right. Well, with that, we're going to wrap it up. Linda, again, thanks for coming in, and everybody support the Humane Society. Again, very important service and work that they do. Brandon, always good seeing you, and to our viewers and listeners, we appreciate very much you tuning in on this Friday. And you've been listening to WGRG 100.5 FM in Geneseo. Have a great weekend.